Welcome back. Today I'm doing a reading for June 20th until June 26th, 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs in Virgo, and this is a general reading, so it might not resonate for you, which is totally okay. Take the things that are for you, leave everything else behind, and we will get into your higher vibes. Thank you for being here with me this week. If it is your first time on my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. I hope you'll want to stick around. I'm here every single week. If today's reading resonates for you, do leave me a thumbs up and your comments or questions. That really helps me a lot. And this channel is truly for you, so never be shy. I love hearing from you. Let's see what's going on for Virgo. Okay, Virgo, overall energy for you this reading is the Knight of Cups. And I will say, I think that this is talking to us about self-love this week and the ability to nurture ourselves and care for ourselves and give ourselves what we need when we need it. In the recent past for you, Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Magician. So recently coming out of a period of hurt, of woe, of heartache, of pain, of disappointment, and really recognizing how heavily that was affecting you. I think perhaps in the beginning you weren't acknowledging the amount of hurt that you were in. It was just kind of this energy that was around you that you weren't realizing like how much sway it had over you. And then when that realization came and I'm like, wow, I'm living in this very low vibe energy, in this very low vibe state. And I don't want that anymore. I don't feel like myself. I want to get back to feeling like myself. So we're seeing you here, Virgo, pulling yourself out of that energy, which I really appreciate for you, and starting to focus instead on, okay, what parts of my life are good? What parts of myself are good? What gifts do I have to offer? And focusing my energy on that to pull myself out of that dark energy, because it feels like you just went through like a heavy time. I don't always get really heavy energy from Three of Swords. Sometimes it's just, a letdown. But for you in this instance, I think this was something that really was affecting you to the point of like, you're recognizing how much you're being affected by it and having to consciously pull yourself up out. And I do think you're doing that. I do think you're succeeding. In the present energy, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So we are approaching the end of this cycle of needing to like physically pull ourselves out of it. I think you're starting to see some growth in your mood, in your mindset, in your sense of happiness and fulfillment. There's a bit more of a spark and energy building inside of you to be able to take on new things, to get yourself in more of an optimistic mindset where I can attract more to me right now and feel good about that. I do think here at the Seven of Swords energy, you are still battling some of those demons. It hasn't fully left your mind. However, we're in this position now where we can recognize them back there. We can recognize that darkness lurking and then work through it. So it's not about, just replacing it with optimism. It's about learning to work with it, process through it, and get ourselves to the other side. And we're seeing you doing that here, Virgo, and I'm very proud of you for it. Coming into future energy, things again look even brighter. We're losing that sense of like, monkey on my back, demons on my mind. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Finally being able to give yourself what you need, and as a result, give the people and the world and the obligations around you back what you were lacking when you were in that mindset that just wasn't allowing you to see clearly. We see you in this heightened state of maybe some more creativity coming back to play because I'm in a better mood, I'm feeling happier, I'm recognizing the love around me, coming back into more of a gratitude mindset here. And as a result, Virgo, we're able to now start to look at the future. When we're in these dark and heavy places in our mood and our mindset, we often find ourselves living in the past, dwelling on the past, and not able to look forward. We don't have that optimism to look forward with. And now we're coming back into that here. So we see you starting to plan for the future. So a very transformative week here, Virgo. We'll do some clarifying. I'll start with this Knight of Cups and the overall energy. Six of Materials, the Empress, and the Temperance card. Yeah, a lot of patience needing to be done here. I think there's recognition, Virgo, that maybe you abandon yourself sometimes when you're feeling really low. There might be a reliance or a hope that other people will just recognize the low state that you're in and come in to rescue you in some kind of way or support you in some kind of way. And we see you here learning slowly but surely how to do that for yourself, how to give yourself that love, how to invest your energy back inward so that you can, create more energy to express outward. This is a lesson that's very difficult to learn, this ability to self-soothe in healthy ways, this ability to be able to be patient with ourselves, to still recognize the good in us, even in places and times when we're feeling down on ourselves. That is learned, that is practiced behavior, and that's exactly what we see you doing here, learning how to be more patient with yourself and learning how to give yourself more love. Ooh, what just fell out? Knight of Materials. Yeah, the ability to start to move forward again. Let's, okay, and the Emperor just came flying out here. So we are gaining some empowerment again. Moving forward, getting empowered. All right, deck. Let's look at the Three of Swords here in the recent past. This hurt, this pain that we've been toting around. Seven of Emotions, Seven of Voices, lots of sevens in this reading for you numerology nerds. And the Wheel coming up here. Yeah, a lot of pain and a lot of deception was around you here, Virgo. Somebody, I think, very close to you, somebody who's very kind of entangled in your emotional state, you found out was lying to you or keeping things from you. There's definitely a lack of honesty going on here. And I think a real feeling of being left behind without your knowledge. And that's triggered a lot of things here for you. A lot of mistrust, a lot of pain. Let's look in the present energy at the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Materials. What I tell you about these sevens? The Chariot, which is the seventh card in the Major Arcana, and the Five of Emotions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sevens have come up now, for those of you who want to note those things. Yeah, you're seeing your growth, you're seeing that action forward, but again, hey, we're still carrying on to some of that hurt, we're still holding on to some of that pain, we're still having difficulty processing it. But like I said, this ability to grow, this this continuation in taking action and allowing that action to build momentum, allowing you to open up a little bit more, recognizing that pain that I'm still carrying on to, that anxiety I'm still carrying, but working with it, working through it. This is truly about growth and personal expansion. Let's look in the future energy at the Two of Wands here. This planning for the future, opening back up for the future. Death card, Knight of Inspiration, Nine of Inspiration coming up again. This is really nice energy to end this with, because truly it's, ending this cycle of living in this pain, allowing that pain to define us, and starting new, and starting from this place of excitement and passion and real drive to move forward and do more and do better, and wanting to not go back to where we were just feeling. Overall, really beautiful growth energy here for you, Virgo, despite the fact that it's rooted in pain. Turning your pain into purpose this week. One last message for you. The Fool, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Figuring out where it is we feel safe, being able to work in those environments and spaces where we feel safe to be ourselves, and finding things to be able to throw ourselves into and feel excited about, feel good about, come together with the people we love, and embrace that sense of coming home. You are on the path, Virgo. This is a lot of deep work, deep self-work, and I'm very proud of you. I hope that this helped and offered you some new perspective on your situation. If it did, don't forget to subscribe. Do leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week.